Stripe followed me up the hill to feed Marty and Morris, but he doesn't want to deal with bossy Marty, so he follows me back down. Gray's over here. Tux was already up on the table, so I fed him there, and I've got to figure out where Slate is. She usually comes if I call now. Don has been doing his duty and watering the plants at the street. Thank you. It's not too bad out here today.
No, it's not.
I'm sitting here basically guarding Slate so she gets her food. Tux and Gray are kind of over there, and Stripe keeps on trying to butt his way in, which is not okay, especially with Slate. I let Don have 1 cup of coffee and read his paper for a bit. It's 8:45. We've been getting up earlier. It gets daylight earlier. We've been going to bed a little earlier. Anyway, I asked him if just for today if he would go walk with me. I'm feeling anxious this morning waiting on test results, and I want to get in the mile again if I feel up to it, and I just would really like the company this morning. And of course he said sure. And so it took me about a half an hour yesterday to casually walk the mile. And so he's got time to do that before he has to get on his conference call. I'm taking his picture, but I'm blinded him looking into the sun. So we turned Jules around from having Park and Ruby. Totally agree. The tin on the back is strong, and why face the monitor in the front of the car into the sun? We've got climate on 80, so she won't get super hot, and we're gonna go walk.
Yep.
So that's 1 lap, and it's actually 0.3 every time you go around. So if you do 4, you're a little over a mile.
That's right, 1.2.
Well, Dawn's obviously holding up great,
Yeah.
but I'm holding up okay.
She's doing great.
We've just completed lap 2.
Yep.
All right, this is lap 4. I'm a little out of breath, but not so bad I can't carry on a conversation.
That's right.
What have we been talking about? Well, we were just talking about are flat surfaces better for walking traps, or ones where you actually have to not watch your step and be a little uneven.
Yeah, they're going to redo this asphalt, and it's like,
It's really not. Yeah, it's
now.
really not that bad. It's really not, but them keeping it up nice for the town is good.
Yeah.
I think your eyeballs got sufficient sunshine this morning. I think Dr. Barnes, our chiropractor, would be happy with you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'll have a few minutes to rest before I meet Michelle at the house. So we're coming up over here on the trailhead, the Jeff Wells Trail, which is what Don takes when he goes from our house over to South Park, runs around South Park. You can see the sign there and the trail. And he's basically saying he thinks that if we park at South Park, walk down the trail, then walk back to South Park, that's probably about the equivalent of a mile. So if I can get a little more comfortable walking the track, we certainly could walk that one day, just to change the pace a little bit. Although this morning there were enough people on the track that you waved at people or spoke or whatever, that it was kind of more interesting. Yesterday I went too late and I was the only idiot out there in the sun at 11 a.m. on a summer day. But today there were several other people out there with us, and we would pass them, and one lady, she was smoking us.
Yeah, did 2 laps for our 1 easy.
Tuck says, I'm pretty comfy where I am. You got to move, buddy. That's a big yawn. Come on. Come on. Ruby's all charged up and ready to go. I did turn climate on to 80. I'm in the nice shade of this shopping center sign, so that helps. And Ruby says it's 87 out there. I wonder if that's right, since I pulled her out of the garage 5 minutes ago. It's 10:35 a.m. Let's see how many goodies we can find in 2 or 3 hours today. Michelle says she's here, and Sean has her car taking it to get it inspected. Good morning, Jeff. Yeah, you're just trying to fake me out again. I'm looking for the van, Well, when you start...
I'm going to come in an Uber, then you'll really have trouble finding
No, I'm waiting for the day you come in a Tesla. Even if you have to borrow your brother-in-law's.
Oh, hell, are you kidding? The way I drive? Oh my God.
Look at all the cute patriotic clothes for Memorial Day and 4th of July. How sweet.
Especially gothic.
Well, that looks promising. They're so pretty. Still $50. It's a great deal. They got a couple of tuxes too. Michelle has found brand new jewelry boxes. They really look nice inside, and they're only $6 a piece. That's a steal. It's time to get your fireman on. How cute is that for party favors or something? What I love most about home is who I share it with. Unfortunately, that pretty much describes the last couple of weeks for me. Michelle talked me into this. It's a good price. I'll run it through the wash and maybe not get used till winter, but I bet it'll get used.
How about this, Marianne?
Lost husband and cat, $25 reward for cat.
I don't think Don will appreciate that.
I don't either, and I would give at least a $50 reward for Dawn.
Yeah.
We're joking. You found a toilet scrubber. You gonna go to London?
No.
That would look really cute.
I know, wouldn't it?
Tell Sean I'm ready
tell.
for my trip. I certainly wanted the Trolls sets. I really like them. That's a good price. I wouldn't pay full price. I am going to check these things at the register. We're starting to pile on some clothes.
It's like my laundry.
There's thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me, Galileo. That's pretty cool. Who made it? Snorg Tees. Tomorrow, a mythical land where everything I need to do is done. I found Live Long and Prosper, and that is a lot of white Corel, which I'm not going to get. This is the first Instant Pot item I've seen show up here.
Stinky.
That's her ferret. Yes, you should. That's really cute. I already have one for the cats. Yeah, they put out all of this patriotic stuff while we were shopping, so we're back over here checking it out. We have to make one more super quick pass right before we leave, and this is what we found today. It's 1:27. It was another great shopping trip, so that's what, 3 hours again? Yeah, 3 hours. Well, 80 felt pretty good in here when I got in. When I put in the pin, it'll reset back to whatever it was before I turned climate on, because remember, that's my tip. Do climate on and then adjust the temperature. After 2 hours, you get a message that your climate has been on for an extended period of time, and I did get that. It's kind of like, oh yeah, it's been 2 hours, okay. It's really no different than driving down the highway on a road trip and leaving it on, right? I feel a little guilty, but not too guilty. And I'll put up the TeslaFi chart if I can remember, so you can see how much it costs to do it. It's usually only about 5 miles of range to leave the air on for a couple of 2-3 hours. It's not very much, but I'll put up the little TeslaFi chart, and you'll be able to see what that was at the end of the video. The sky looks iffy, but there's no rain on the radar. I'm headed over to Walmart to pick up a red box. I rented, I think it's The Land with Robin Wright. It might just be Land. She's from House of Cards, you might remember. She actually produced it and starred in it, or directed it and starred in it. So I'm looking forward to that. We really did thoroughly enjoy Greenland with Gerard Butler. If you like post-apocalyptic or you like Gerard Butler, you probably like that movie. It was good. Should I park next to him? Should I park next to him? Oh, funny. It's not a bad spot, but I think I'll go to my normal preferred spot. Of course, like I said, if they come to mow, this is not a good spot, but unless they're mowing. Go over my shoulder, make sure nobody came up behind me. It's amazing how people never think that you might back in. So I do have to be careful about that. And always make sure somebody didn't come flying up behind me and not expect me to back in. There, that was easy. Yeah, Don said he'd bring me back out to get it later on if I didn't feel up to walking in, you know, myself, but I do feel up to it, which is a good sign, right? Walmart does have the clearance stuff properly marked and better under control today, and the stuff actually looks worth buying if it's something you're interested in. I didn't pick up anything though. I looked out and got 54 cans of cat food. Ruby says it's 97. My phone, WeatherBug, says it's 92, so it's solid 90 something out there. Yeah, you can see the town, Fuquay Varina flag looking design. Plus they have the Fuquay Springs flags up over here, but definitely ready for Memorial Day and 4th of July with the flags. While I was here at South Park catching Pokemon, Duke called and I scheduled the EMG, the nerve conduction study, for August the 23rd with a follow-up appointment with the other neurologist, the one that does not face and migraine stuff, muscular stuff, September the 3rd. So if you're thinking like I'm thinking that sure is really far away considering the problems I'm having, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. The very first time I felt I needed to see a neurologist, it took me 4 months to get an appointment to see Dr. Lika about the Lyme issues I was having, and it was almost intolerable. Apparently there's a real shortage of neurologists. So yeah, I mean, maybe the more pressing problem is the thyroid issue, and that stuff seemed, you know, I'm still waiting on blood work that hasn't come back in, but hopefully, you know, next week we'll have a real handle on the labs and what steps we need to take next, and maybe if we can get that under control, I'll feel better. And you know, like I took off my mask after Guardian Angel and I have sensations on my face, but they're at a 1 or a 2 level, and I'm sort of used to them now, and they're annoying, and I wish I didn't have them, but they're not keeping me from doing stuff. But some of the other thing, I think the thyroid thing is what's really making me not feel up to doing some of my normal routines. So all I can do is schedule first available or within a couple days of first available and show up at the appointment, right? I mean, that's really all I can do. And obviously if it's an emergency, we'll go back to the ER, and hopefully it won't be. Well, either the UPS guy is gonna have to finish off that limb, or Don or I are gonna have to come out here and cut it down. And this wild grapevine here could use a trim too. If I bring the van down and the loppers, I can handle it myself. Hey Donnie.
Hey, pretty girl.
Thanks for coming out. I was probably a little longer than you were expecting, but I did go to Walmart, and then Duke called while I was at South Park and helped me schedule 2 of the 3 appointments I needed, the neurology stuff. So you doing all right?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
I found Legos today.
Apparently.
I got my Guardian Angel stuff put away, and there's like 5 things I would like to do, like swap out window clings, put the patriotic ones up, or start sorting my Legos, or I don't know, switch over the kitchen table to the patriotic theme, or there's quite a few things I'd like to do. But you know what? It's going on 4 o'clock, and I've certainly walked a couple miles today with the track and then the Guardian Angel and then into Walmart, and I'm tired. So I'm telling my inner child, my go-getter up here, to chill out for a bit. Maybe if I take a little cat nap, I'll wake up, I'll be ready to do some more. I think I did pretty good considering I'm having to work through not feeling good for everything that I do. So I still haven't heard any word back on any additional labs. I'm getting kind of irritated or antsy. One of the two or both at this point about that. I just want to know. I got the 2 pieces of junk mail, but if you want to go look for my Legos that are late, we're supposed to be here Monday and I still don't have, that would be sweet that you would go check for me.
I will go check for you.
Thank you. You're empty-handed.
Oh, I got nothing.
It's been a couple days since I looked. It just said departed Philadelphia and arriving late, so they need to find my package. This is the first one they've messed up since February, when things sort of got back on track after COVID, after Christmas, after vaccine out stuff. I'm not happy. It's not the person at Bricklink's fault. They put it in the mail. It's got a tracking number. It was received by the post office the day I ordered it. It's not their fault.